Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious. Julie is happy when Moors are happy. Vixens wink fake lashes trying to trap me. 40 days and nights battling below with demons. This is not their land, hybrids can't be freemen. If this is not their land, who's the immigrant thinking they're sovereign? Imagination figment, recessive is their status, lacking pigment. Game for the thanksgiving, but no commitment to indigenous Moors they conquered with Bibles. Signs in the vitals and signs in the cycles, only to strangle, embracing my rivals. Free national standards, not playing with the tribals. Each Moor is their own Christ, not disciples. Whether hands or thoughts, no worshiping idols. Always carry my Moorish Quran, no recitals. Everyone will not process ancients' arrivals. Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
Innate mystic ability to show and prove a lesson, coupled with the agility to move you with the message, presence of divine mind to navigate you with a reference, urgent with a purpose, perfect. Emerging urban legends, real more is not a question or a choice or a preference. You are who you are, you should have the same obsession. Broke the same jewels to a dude, the corner, Jane and Western. What you reppin', all that effort, that direction, keep you separate in a world of blind sheep. I was born to be a shepherd, mind like an elephant. Got the paws of a leopard, means I'm wise and I'm strong. Crank you up like I'm a record, take you to the body shot, correct your lines to true vector manifestations. Matter, energy, and mind, spirit men unsung. Trey Young dropping dimes until you tighten up, you catching splinters from the pine. Clean the clouds out your thoughts, that's what keep you in the bind.
Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
Call and storm in, hit him with a hit, hit him with a hit, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips, we the North Americans, red, lead and pink for pelicans. Deep beat, horns get no breaks, filled with all Mexicans.
Moors can't be from Canada. Canada's a corpse. Canada's a dry drink. Canada's a Supreme Court. You can't be United Statesian, so you can't be Canadian. Moors are indigenous, not immigrant or alien. Canada's a second cup. Canadians won Stanley Cups. Who said Canada is not North America is a dump off? Canada is brisky and a Crown Royal whiskey. Moors are not Canadian, but we'll go Bill Bixby. Canada has president's choice, also a prime minister. Canada's the lily white north, but acts so sinister. Canada is guilty of denationalization. Canada is not a country, but a corporation. Canada has Ku Klux. Canada has skinheads. Canada would go below zero, make the darkest brother's skin red. Canada's a moose and a triple fat goose. Moors are not Canadian, cause Canada's a spruce. Canada makes best baseball bats and most lentils. Canada has justice of the peace, playing judgmental. Moors are not a product. Canada is so corrupt. Chunks of Africa found under America, so shut the f up.
Call and storm in, hit him with a hit, to listen with your lips, we the North Americans, leave the pink for pelicans. Deep beat, her horns get no breaks, filled with all Mexicans. Call and storm in, hit it with a hit. Listen with your lips. Lead the North American, lead the pink for Pelican. Beep, horns got no brakes, filled with all Mexican.
We the North, been here from time before the foreigner drawn lines built to define our boundaries. Naturally, it's family. We build squads, we build tribes to survive, then to thrive. We alive and been living here. His story partial and unclear. More truth appears, we study more. Certainty builds our foundational core. Information is available, most raw. Some is refined, we may find it all. Responding to the call to activate. Standing tall while watching some deflate. Some mistake the facts and some negate the words we used to state and self-convey. Used to make or break documentation. Court cases, proper representation. We're placed in positions to listen. Clocking they emphasizing division. Incisions made on the map surface. Dividing us and ours is a purpose. Now we work this with the info given. Connecting with the others direct to improve living.
Calling and storming, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips. Be the North American, be the pink for Pelican. Beep, my horns get no brakes, filled with all Mexican. Calling and storming, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips. We the North Americans, lead the pink for Pelican. Beep, horns got no brakes, filled with all Mexican epics.
Let's go, get some money, they playing. Hell yeah, I made some meals on my merch too.
The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Levitate, this hoverboard rap. Thank me now, you're welcome like a floor mat. Beat my format, tarot deck, I sort that. Pulled the magician, now you see my forecast. Royal Palace in the crystal ball. I'm a fully spitting bullets, that's John Wall. We dialing up classics in its own call. How you bounce back after the fall? That's a question. We building, not finessing. You got complaints or suggestions. Decided law is my reference. Y'all decorate. The essence is my preference. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find a nation. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find a nation. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Step into this ring, the gods of war sing. Drum steady pounding to the bloodstream, coursing. Heed their warning just before the sword swings. Move north 4 degrees, avoiding its sting. Listen to their voices, sight unseen. Quiet all the noises, focus on just being. I am one with the breeze that eases through the trees. I am one with the earth underneath your feet. I am water walking land in the form of man, the king of Siam. I am that I am. I'm that fire that's burning deep inside your heart. The synchronized senses moving your body parts smoothly but fluid is highly intuitive. Knew the movements of your fists before you even did. With each step left, right, feeling oddly compelled, cause the shadow box with God is to spar with the self.
Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Recognize your dark aspects, I don't mean skin tone. Outside shoes in the house, demons you bring home. Outside clothes on your bed, sleep with a night hat. Paralysis when you sleep, dreams every night bad. Subconsciously suppressed aspects, acts called jump. About negative behaviors, unravel is done. See the deepest trauma and guilt you push away. Causes depression, addiction, and anger you display. Identity is central to the practice of magic. Witchcraft help you rewrite and conquer your habits. Detrimental to the growth, exploring the shadow self of man. Learn the lesser banish with pentagrams. Get a black candle, a pen or a pin. Scratch shadow emotions and let the healing begin. Light it and meditate, burn it down to the end. It's locked in. This is what we call shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. This shadow boxing, this shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, this shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. This shadow boxing, this shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
it in the spirit of a prophet in Islam. We study the ancient manuscripts, Moorish, Quran. Everything we do is halal, some haram. No, it sounds like the hook, but this is the song. When I see a brother, I greet him with salam. Want the whole truth about Hitler and Saddam. Devastated what you did in Vietnam. Out of this savannah, so they had to use bombs. It's been a few years, I read my Proverbs and Psalms. When I see my sisters, I tell them sit calm. It's your destiny, you hold it in your palm. Mr. Popularity never cared about the prom. One of life's great mysteries, young phenom. I am that I am, that's word to my mom. Moved out the rough edges, eliminate the arms. Know what you're pledging, no Uncle Tom. Coming for our territory, take it back, Quam. With that old time good spell, I wave my magic wand. Now the present vibration sound is on.
Don't give it away.
It's
Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Get me to stay. Great masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This love gon' give me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. They play your life but try to take you. Can you count how many times they'll try and break you? Try to guide a great clue. Struggle size HU. Mind of my own with a great truth. I sip a little great goose while swerving on the state truth. While plotting my escape of they rules, they schools, they jewels. They couldn't help my shine like chemicals. I'm at the top of my class on the pedestal. I throw that lead at you, that's HB number 2. And keep my name out your mouth unless it's about to spread my youth. Quarter come up with the money that you run up when this chrome game turn up in my young guards aim and shoot with your lame excuse. No, I never that. This a full force sound system, level that. Yo, you only talking fiat where your level's at. This is God body, show me where the devil at. I'll let you read what this life about. We the lawmakers, architects, and still they doubt. We keep it factual with math and science practical. They love to hate the natural. Pain with the gain, no clout. A little fame couldn't stray, I remain on route. I move mountains, earthquakes on speakers. Something off the counting these occurrences, they speechless. For the world, I'm the teacher. I'm sure like the beaches, keeping everything du jour. I'm the one with the features that they envy. We the reason that they seek us to take us out every season. So, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the stay. Create the masterpiece. The master's trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like the masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Why am I in this?
Good. Good. Goddess outstanding, keeps order, she du jour. I thought Orisha Omega deity, she a Moor. Amongst the elite, but relate to the core. She command the fleet first to step on the shore. Snooze never sleep, won't hear me snore.
Hey yo, play me once, you'll never snake me twice. Break this smoke, you never save my life. Never rolling with that piece, so respect my life. Respect my life, yo. Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take our mothers and the fathers' great gift we to stay. Drink the masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This timing like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Respect my life. 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 Never. Hello. ¿Cómo está? Hey. You know the PM studio, man. 799 Premier Road. Y'all know what it is. Hello. Buenas noches. Why did I go to the end of the song for real?
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with most they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma sentence again. Remain cautious, cause often they sin again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with most they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma sentence again. Remain cautious, cause often they sin again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
So what do you do?
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed.
Bruce Lee talks about spiritual living and movement. Listen closely.
I see your talents have gone beyond the mere physical level. Your skills are now at the point of spiritual insight.
Listen.
I have several questions. What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
Very good. What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
So, continue.
A good fight should be like a small play, but played seriously. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking, yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. When the opponent expands, I contract. When it contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
Now, you must remember, the enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Bruce Lee talks about spiritual living and movement. Listen closely.
I see your talents have gone beyond the mere physical level. Your skills are now at the point of spiritual insight.
Listen.
I have several questions. What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
Very good. What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
So, continue.
A good fight should be like a small play, but played seriously. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking, yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. When the opponent expands, I contract. When it contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
No.
Now let me flip the script, okay? Let's talk about the fact that we get abused over here too. The thing about Ghana is stop crying victim. Stop crying victim, because y'all cheat us out of a lot of stuff. Y'all invited us to come home, which by the thousands we did. We came running to Ghana. People sold their homes, moved out of their apartments, sold everything. Some people packed up containers and moved over here just to get over here and realize this is not our home. Y'all call us foreigners. Ghanaians call us that. We didn't make that word up. We didn't start calling ourselves that. We don't know that that's what y'all call the white people and the Chinese because we're not around them. But we know that that's what y'all call us. I ain't never heard the word before, Toby, till I came to Ghana. Okay. Y'all invite us home. Let's talk about what y'all do to us. Starting from the before we get to the airport, we got to have a visa that we pay for to even enter our home. We pay all this money for passports and visas to get here. We get to the airport, and as soon as you see a blue passport, everybody's coming for us. Can you give me something small at the COVID place? You get to immigration. Can you give me something small? You get to baggage. Can you give me something small? A person grabbed a damn cart and put my bag on it and got mad because I gave him $5 because I only had hundreds, because you come over here with hundreds to get the best, cash in rate. How about he looked at that and said, I don't want that. I said, what you mean you don't want it? I said, I want to know, what did you expect me to give you? He said, $10. I said, so you want me to give you over 100 CDs for picking up a bag, putting it in a cart? He don't know this is like my 5th time coming through the airport. I have never seen nowhere in any country or state where people have openly, it says $60 for foreigners, $30 for locals, okay? You go to Cocoon Park, and I don't remember the price. Let's say $200 for foreigners, because that's what y'all call us, $40 for locals. You go to the castle, it's $60 for foreigners, $10 for locals. I ain't never seen that nowhere. I ain't never went nowhere in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada where it said you pay, if you a local, if you're from here, you pay $3 for a Coca-Cola, but if you're a foreigner, you pay $8 for a Coca-Cola. Now let me flip the script, okay? Let's talk about the fact that we get abused over here too. The thing about Ghana is
there's nothing to suggest a causal link between clots and the vaccine, so there seems no reason to be worried about either vaccine being used in the UK rollout.
AstraZeneca admits COVID vaccine can cause rare side effects. They're currently admitted in court for the first time that the COVID jab can cause a deadly blood clotting side effect.
There's nothing to suggest a causal link between clots and the vaccine, so there seems no reason to be worried about either vaccine being used in the UK rollout.
AstraZeneca admits COVID vaccine can cause rare side effects. They're currently admitted in court for the first time that the COVID jab can cause a deadly blood clotting side effect.
There's nothing.
Man, this your man I can't wash him, man. Any woman get this your man and look on the line and close your man wash. Yo, how you wash them your clothes, man?
Yo, me not tell you a lie. Me not take the woman work. Me not take the woman work. But you have to help your woman. Find your real man, you have to help your woman. Mummy gonna market, me take over the washing. Yeah, man, that's how me do it, man. No joke around here. Okay.
Man, this your man can't wash him, man. Any woman get this your man look on the line and close your man wash. Yo. How you wash them clothes, man?
Yo, me not tell you a lie. Me not take away the woman work. Me not take away woman work. But you have to help your woman. Find your real man. You have to help your woman. Mummy gonna market. Me take over the washing. Yeah, man. That's how me do it, man. No joke around here. Okay.
Man, this your man can't wash him, man. Any woman get this your man look on the line and close your man wash. Yo. How you wash them clothes, man?
Yo, me not tell you a lie. Me not take away the woman work. Me not take away woman work. But you have to help your woman. Find your real man. You have to help your woman. Mummy gonna market. Me take over the washing. Yeah, man. That's how me do it, man. No joke around here. Okay.
No joke around here. Peace, Moors. We're here. Q&A Wednesday. If you have questions, send it to the email, canaanlandguide@gmail.com. If you have questions. If you have questions. ABN TV, liars, lying. That Buju, but they put quotation marks too. Buju said, "We fought the British relentlessly. We are called Black Maroons." Black Maroons? That's what you tried? Black Maroons, huh? Right? Igbo or Moors, not Niger, black or colored. The name Nigeria derives from the river. The Negro's a river. Didn't he tell you that? River running through the country. This name was coined on the 8th of January, 1897, by the British journalist Flora Shaw. The Royal Niger Company that's why they're going back to Al-Kebelan. Because they know all that Berlin Conference, carve up Africa stuff is a fraud. They know that over there. They know that. But guess who doesn't know? Guess. Take a wild guess. Who doesn't know? Even you go over there. Even you go over there. They're over there. Fez is up. Remember, this is a prestigious headwear. It's not everybody had this. This is a special meeting of the whoever's have the red hats. Because everybody knows and everybody's on game. And it's only the idiots above Mexico that don't want to figure this out. They want to play colored games. Still they're going to play colored games. Even though they're going to go over there and then the people over there with fezzes on and all that stuff are going to tell them, you're paying double. You're paying triple. That's your homeland? You go back to your homeland and they charge you triple? Igbo say was white and I don't care what the Igbo said. They have on red fezzes. I don't care what they said. They say whatever the hell they want. I'm not them. I could care less what they say. All I know, they wear red fezzes. So you can't tell me jack about Igbo nothing. Zero. You think they don't know that you're from over here? Just like they told Al-Hajj, you left home. You left home. Mecca, Chicago. People didn't tell you? Oh, they didn't tell you, huh? Maybe you think Mecca's over there? All right. You're Asiatic, right? You're born on this side? You find interesting? Born on this side, but your holy stuff is way over there. You don't think the great God of the universe would give you a holy spot like where you live at? Have you traveling halfway across the world just to go to do some holy stuff? You don't. No. This is the supreme being we're talking about. The supreme being really wants you all the way over there. That's really where the stuff is. Really, you're over here. You never even left Chestnut and Wall Street in 25 years. What are you talking about? You're going over there. You're here for a reason. No matter where you go, and we know the real traveling Moors, not those fake Moors who keep going the same spot every time. We know the real traveling Moors that travel all over the world, and they verify everything without giving up their cash app. They verify everything that we need to know, not that we didn't know, but just as added confirmation. No, just extra cushion. No, just a little bit extra on there. Confirming everything. Yeah, we know what we're talking about. Other people in the world know what we're talking about, and they're not debating us about anything. They're not debating us about anything. Yeah, so you could sit there and play dumb if you want to. That's your choice. If you want to play dumb, that's your choice. Can't tell you what to do. But if you want to be dumb, that's on you.
Were connected. They were trying to.
That's why they murdered Sam Cooke, because he was making contributions to the Nation of Islam.
Absolutely.
You know, Muhammad Ali told me about that. You know, because when he had dinner at my house, you know, some of that corruption there. You know, because remember I told you before, a lot of them people are more pragmatic than our people think they are. Things that they'll say in private, just like we talk, they're not saying in public.
True.
Because it would color some of the people that our people look up to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our people's views of their leaders is not this roses and lollipops and love you Jesus type thing that our people think. Our people are sort of like naive, starry-eyed, insecure minors in their mentality. And many people would fight to preserve that rather than give them the. They were all connected.
They were connected. They were trying to.
That's why they murdered Sam Cooke, because he was making contributions to the Nation of Islam.
Absolutely.
You know, Muhammad Ali told me about that. You know, because when he had dinner at my house, you know, some of that corruption there. You know, because remember I told you before, a lot of them people are more pragmatic than our people think they are. Things that they'll say in private, just like we talk, they're not saying in public.
True.
Because it would color some of the people that our people look up to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our people's views of their leaders is not this roses and lollipops and love you Jesus type thing that our people think. Our people are sort of like naive, starry-eyed, insecure.
Yeah, so that's what happened. The people are starry-eyed, insecure. because they don't want to accept the truth that people sold out. People sold out. And they put their sellout in the open for everybody to see. So don't be mad now. Don't be upset. Because some Moors choose to study and use their common sense and not be a big dummy. Some Moors figure, I might as well study. I might as well research. What did he say? The people are in a daze ever since Noble Drew Ali left. Ever since Noble Drew Ali left, these people have been playing sellout games. Right. Well, let's get you on Front Street. Let's get you on Front Street. This is beyond me. How you call yourself a Moor but disrespect what Prophet Noble Drew Ali organized? Who are you? Are you an agent? You're not in control of what was created before you were born. I know for a fact that Allah guides this. So nobody's in control of it. Allah guides it. I know that for a fact. And secondly, who are you? Because we've been doing Noble Drew Ali days for the past 14 years out here. What do you talk about disrespecting Noble Drew Ali? We have every year for the past 9 years, we have community barbecue. Anybody can come eat all you want, get fat. You don't have to pay no finance or nothing like that. Just come and eat food. 9 years we've been doing that. Right now, we're helping out some brothers in the community right here that they need a gym for basketball, so we're able to get them a gym. And we're able to get them trainers to go assist them in, they want to play basketball, fine. We'll set up something for you so you could do your basketball stuff properly. With the right people, with the right mindset, not these people never touched a ball in their life giving basketball advice. Not them people. Right now. So don't tell me any BS about disrespect Noble Drew Ali and who am I and all this stuff like that. Everybody knows Canaanland Moors. You're here. Obviously, since you're here, you know what's up, or you wouldn't be here. Clearly, you know what's up, or you wouldn't be here. All right? Talking crazy. How? You're on my platform. How? How am I in question when I'm the one with a platform? Where's your books that you wrote? Whoever's talking crazy about Kudrow, name me 5 books that you wrote. That's all, just 5. I'm not even gonna ask for 7 or 9 or 10 or 12 or whatever. Just show me 5 books that you wrote. Matter of fact, call me on the phone, 5 Moors who you help, who you saved their life. Call 5 Moors on the phone right now. And tell them come on here and give a testimonial for how you helped them in their life. Right? Canaanland Moors is not an off-brand set of MSTA. We have a charter for Moor Science Temple of America. We're not some wayward renegade whoever's. We have a charter. Everybody knows Canaanland Moors has a charter. That's why everybody's mad, and they send these trolls in here to try stuff, as if we're not going to tell it how it is. We're going to tell it how it is. What have you people done for Noble Drew Ali? What have you people done? Right? That's what's up for question. What have you done? How many dues have you paid to your temple, to your nation, to your organization, to your whatever? How much dues have you paid? What have you done there? Have you laid down a floor? Have you done anything? Have you changed a light bulb? Have you threw out garbage? What have you done? Please. Registered to Ontario, not a Moorish trust. Why would it be registered in a Moorish trust? You're making no sense. Registrations and trusts are opposites. What trust are you talking about? Don't you see that we have a branch of the sellouts of Noble Drew Ali, how you're directing at me? You should be directing at these people, calling themselves reincarnated prophets. How you're talking to me, you should be talking to these people who are still around today. Of course we're registered. We're registered as a non-profit charity. What does non-profit mean? Non-profit means we don't have to deal with them because we're non-profit. They're not coming to check our books. They're not sending CRA to come check our books and all that stuff. Right? And here we go again. I'm showing right now a picture of some sellouts of Noble Drew Ali, that these people are still around today. Right? And you're trying to tell me about trust documents. How is there trust documents when there's no trust even amongst Moors? Your trust document is a fraud if you're talking about trust and there's no trust. Of course, you're in your own land. You can have a trust. Of course you can. Why can't you? Of course you can. But what's that trust doing? What's that trust for? The trust is for you to hand down whatever to the beneficiaries. That's all. That's all trust for. That's all. That's all it is. It's a lawful will. What's going to happen after you transition? That's what the trust is for. Please. Right? What you have to realize is that people sold us out. We're doing what we can with what was left. After these people sold out, raided your treasury, built themselves mausoleums with your finance and all that stuff, and now you're talking about, well, what you Moors aren't a fraud. We're some of the last ones holding on to what Noble Drew Ali brought from the true organic perspective. That this is about the people. Find me one of these other Grand Sheiks who went on tour in the past 10 years. Find me one. Find me one. Since they're so the authority and it's not Canaanland Moors, how come Canaanland Moors Grand Sheik is the one that's going on Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice tour? Every Grand Sheik should be doing that. Getting this info out to the hedges and the highways. The hell out of here. Because and then look at it like this too. Look at it like this too. The lack of work that these Moors, right? Kirkman Bay Moors, like all these different Moors after Noble Drew Ali that said they're the reincarnated prophet, follow them and all that stuff. Where'd that stuff go to? Where we're at now? You see anything change? You see anything different? It's the same BS going on. People still getting murdered in the street, right? So don't try to make it seem like, oh, Kudro's violating something Noble Drew Ali said. When these people have been violating for 100 years, you didn't tell them shit. How come you didn't tell these people who've been violating for the past 100 years anything? Why are you telling Kudrow something? Who's actually doing something? What you mean? Consul General travels where? Where did he travel? Name me 5 places he traveled to. Name me 5 places. And don't tell me DC and Maryland, because those two stuff are right next to each other. That's not traveling. Right? Kudrow, how are you helping Moors of Toronto? You should probably ask Moors of Toronto that. Go ask them how I'm helping them. And they'll tell you if I am or if I'm not. And then report back. That's all. Don't get mad because you don't have the authority to do anything, and because you don't know what to do. Even though we tell you what to do, you know, you can come to your meetings, pay your dues, and assist in uplifting fallen humanity. Why is this? Nah, you don't want to do that. You want to be a consulate general follower guy. Where's consulate general guy? When's the last time they did something? Ever since they kidnapped you, haven't heard a peep from them. Not one word. Not one word. Not one word. And remember, going back again, this is going back to all these little splinter whatevers after Noble Drew Ali trying to claim authority of something that's infiltrated and sold out. Everything that we're doing is for Drew Ali. That's all. Everything we're doing is for Drew Ali. Right? I don't have to debate Lamont. Just go look up Canaanland Moors. Actually, let's do it for you. Let's do it for you. And then you can probably go ask him how come, you know, he hasn't said anything. Right. So you could just search it. Canaanland Moors, Moorish Consulate, Lamont Butler L. And then you could just scroll, and then stuff's gonna pop up. Right? There's stuff. Right? Lamont Butler L. His name's on there. Right? Moorish Consular General. Right? Canaanland Moors. Moorish Consulate. That's what he says that he is, right? Oh, Moorish Consulate. Moorish Consulate. Moorish Consulates. Stuff will pop up. How can we not go in to tell them? Stop it. Right. Again. Moors were on there. Moors were on it. Moors were on it live. Shut the live down. Nah, none of that. Right back to jail. Moving comments, all types of madness. That comes with the territory. Ain't no big deal. It's a big deal. No big deal. The problem is you people who don't do anything. That's the problem. All right. That's the problem. The Nation of Islam sold out after the Moors sold out. The Moors sold out. After that sellout, then the Nation of Islam is selling out. Because all of them were down with this too. And all of them aren't going to tell those, they're not going to go there. Because if they go there, then obviously everybody's going to know that, oh, so they're Moors too. Where do you think they get all that bow tie stuff and all that from? You think they made that up themselves? You think they made up wearing bow ties? Please, stop the dumb stuff. Go check the convention picture. You got people with bow ties on there. There was no NOI back then. So what? So what's going on? Oh, they sold out. That's what's going on. And Fard Muhammad was known as Noble Drew Ali reincarnated as well. And they were calling Fard prophet. Fard wasn't no prophet of anything. But they were calling him prophet though. All those people. And then you look at all the sellouts today. And always giving honors to Elijah Muhammad. You ain't getting no honors. People sold out. Playing black Asiatic games. What honors? Honors for what? What did they do to get honors? But sell out. The hell? Three weeks ago, Taj and Lamont made a video together. You sound jealous. Stop the dumb stuff. Let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. We don't dick ride Taj. You heard me? Well, Canaanland Moors doesn't dick ride Taj Tariq Bey. He's a master teacher just like all the other master teachers. We don't need his phone number to call him for anything because he gave us more than enough that we should have this stuff fucking figured out by now. Mentioning 80-year-old. What are you mentioning an 80-year-old? What Taj have to do with anything? It's all you Taj dick riders. That's the problem. Even though he told you don't follow him. And all you people do is dick ride Taj Tariq Bey. Like as if he's the prophet or something. As if he did what Noble Drew Ali did or something. Get off his dick. Let the elder live his life. He sacrificed enough for all you people. All you sellouts included. You bringing him up for? Bringing him up for? Why you bring up Obashango L? Why you bring him up? Why you bring up Jose Pimenta Bay? Bring him up. But why don't you bring up Ras Mariah Bay? They're master teachers. Why don't you bring up Hakeem Bey? He's a master teacher. Why are you bringing them up? You got stuck on stupid as if Taj is the only master teacher or something. You stuck on dumb? And like we tell Moors all the time, you better study because These people sold out. Look, there you go, Dick riding Taj again. He's a high standard. C. Freemanel's a high standard. What are you talking about? Delbert Blair's a high standard. Jewel Pookrum is a high standard. What the hell are you talking about? You don't dick ride Taj. That's the master teacher. Just like there's other master teachers. People are just bored. Yeah. And you know that as much as the work is getting done by even people who are unknown, people you don't even know the amount of work that they're putting in. And not just for themselves and their family, but for the nation as a whole. A nation as a whole. Right. It's never for our selfish self. And as soon as you realize that you're on it, as soon as you realize that you're on it, you realize what Noble Drew Ali brought for you and why it's your obligation to protect your movement and your profit. He even told you in the stuff that's read every meeting that people sat there, listened to the stuff be told to them every meeting, and then they still go out there and not honor Noble Drew Ali and not protect it. And they sat there. Right? Like GS, oh, the GS this, oh, GS that. The priesthood is dead. Don't you know the priesthood is dead? The priesthood been dead. Graves and funeral chants, that's their only purpose. A grand sheik is a divine minister, which is a high priest, and the priesthood is dead. Playing around as if grand sheik is something. The title is L. That's what the title is. The title is Bey. De Al Ali. That's the title. The title's not GS and DM and SGM and SMAR. That's not the title. You're dumb if you think that the title is these positions in some organization. That's the title. If you think that's what it's about, you're super lost. Because what's every grand sheik doing? If anybody says that they're a grand sheik, what is it that they're doing? All they're doing is verifying your position. So it's up to you to use the grand sheik. The grand sheik's not just doing his own shit. It's up to you to say, oh, the treasurer, I need to talk to the treasurer because whatever. Oh, I need to talk to I'm going to talk to. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one that has to do it. Because this is about birthrights. Didn't Noble Drew Ali say nationality and birthrights? So why are they making this like this is some type of club for people? The only way I'm Grand Sheik is for people that voted. And you can just check on here for all these people who voted for Kudro L to be their Grand Sheik with no question. There wasn't even another other name for them to check off because nobody else was qualified. When they were looking for a Grand Sheik, Kudro was it. Because all these other Grand Sheiks that they were looking at were traders and sellouts. And then through talking to Grand Sheik Kudro, they got put onto other Grand Sheiks who were honorable or whatever like that. Don't look at it like all of them sold out. There's some good Grand Sheiks out there still. And Kudro put them onto those Moors. Those honorable Grand Sheiks that are out there still doing the work. Bending over backwards, breaking their back to make sure that Nobu Drew Ali's name still heard out here. There's still meetings, whether it's just one individual in there. They're going to take that and make it into a business and have meetings whenever somebody shows up. Other than that, it's the business running out of there. Whatever it is that they got to do. Right? Whatever it is that they got to do. Because it's crazy that, people are going to talk crazy, but they're not going to come to the temple and talk crazy. Or they're not going to call me up on the phone because, they got my number. They got the temple number. They could leave a message and all that stuff. They'll never do that. Why? Because they know that as soon as we start talking and they start going into their BS about whatever subject matter that has absolutely nothing to do with anything, Kudro's going to be one to say, well, no, we're not even talking about that BS. And certain people, they want to get talked to politely and kindly and all that stuff. Those days are long gone. If I'm going to straighten up whoever I'm dealing with, what do you think? You're exempt? And if anybody has issues, that's where they're going to go. Well, he didn't let me talk. Why am I letting you talk for? If you're talking BS, what are you talking for? I don't want to hear your BS. I already know the BS that you're talking about. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Right? If you want to talk BS, go to talk to those people over there who call themselves Grand Sheik or whatever like that. If you want to do that, go over there then. Right? This is not about anything other than you learn the truth about your nationality. It's your nationality and birthright. It's not mine. I already know what mine are. Right? I'm not confused. Right? I'm not confused. And neither are majority of these Moors out here confused. Find me a Grand Sheik out there who of all these so-called whoever's that claim Kudro can't, then Kudro, then find me how many of them have a book that they wrote. Just one. We don't want 5. Give me one book that they wrote. One book. 0. Well, we're entertaining you because we got time tonight. We got time for you tonight. So it looks like 3 questions. So we got time for you tonight. We could play chat games. We could play chat games. We're not talking about Taj. I'm not talking about how much books Taj wrote. Right? Because the talk is about the Grand Chief Kudro, this and that. Right? Right? So I'm saying I can show books I wrote. I can show books that I wrote. Find all these so-called grand sheiks out here and show me their books. That's all. And if you can't show me their books, then you got nothing to say to me. Nothing to say to me. And all these are classics. Moors who study have these in their library. Right? What do you mean? What disrespecting the prophet? Don't be disrespecting the prophet. Right? So we ask the question again. What have you done? Show something. What have you done? If you haven't done anything, then you really can't talk. This is what happens. Right? Because I bet you say the next 3-4 lives, they're not going to be here anymore. They're gone. Handlers are going to say, you're fired. Handler's going to tell them they're fired. Because they couldn't do the job. How are you going to fire me when you didn't hire me? Stop the BS. I'm fired. You can't even fire somebody. How? You didn't even hire me to fire me. How are you firing somebody? Stop the madness. Get to the point. Right? Get to the point. Right? This is why there's no Omar on here, because he doesn't do the online BS. He doesn't do the online BS. That's why. Right. Yeah, he's gonna still go. It's all good. We got time tonight. We got time. We got 3 questions, so. But this is where it's at. And then now the fact that you mentioned Omar, now I know that you're from out here and you've been to the temple. So how come you're not assisting? How come you're not using your free national name that like how you introduced yourself to me? Because obviously we must have met. We had to have met. You had to have come to the temple. Because ain't nobody mentioning Omar unless they've been to the temple. Or they listen to some old classes and they heard him talking in the back or something. Right? People are playing. Have to be out here. Yeah, we make you look bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, how? Explain it, Conscious More 7. How? Name 5 ways we make being a Moor look bad? Name five things in the chat. Name 5 things. Name 5 things. All right, Conscious Moor. That's you. That's your cue. That's your cue. Y'all make us look bad. Okay. Name the things that we do that make the Moors look bad. I love you personally, but as a leader, I can say with love, step down and study. You didn't even vote for me to be up here. Why would I listen to you telling me step down? Who are you? Who are you? You said you jumped off the hamster wheel 2 years ago. So for 2 years, you haven't paid dues. And you didn't even put in, I'm leaving the temple letter. You just left, which means you abandon your post. Because as a member, that's a post, right? And you're supposed to be at your meetings and pay your dues and all that stuff. 2 years, you haven't been at any meetings, haven't paid any dues. And then you're talking about somebody step down? The hell out of here. You haven't even held up your side of the obligation of paying your dues and making your meetings for 2 years. And you're talking about somebody step down. Step down what? Because what you said? You didn't even pay your dues for 2 years. Crazy. Old Temple members big mad. Why? Because they went to go over there with the traders. The traders probably robbed them. And now they're coming back complaining to me. As if I'm the one that robbed them or something. Go yell at the people who you can't get a hold of anymore because they changed their number and they stole your finance. Go deal with them. Go deal with them. Creating your own books. Broadcasting national business. Putting your brother down. Not knowing your religion. Thinking you're Noble Drew Ali. Well, number 5 is a lie because nobody thinks that they're Noble Drew Ali. Who I learn from, who I build with, who would say, I'm their teacher. None of us think that we're Noble Drew Ali, so 5 is a lie. 4, not knowing our religion. My religion is Islamism. That's in the 101 questionnaire, right? That's a lie. Because Drew Ali told us to study. So we study and we know that our religion is Islamism. Not Islam. That's not our religion. Islam's not the Moorish religion. Our religion is Islamism. Right? 3, putting your brother down. Who's my brother that I put down? Anybody I put down is some type of traitor, dirty Moor, sellout, or whatever like that. Never have I put any of my brothers down. Never. Never, ever, ever have I put any of my brothers down. If I put down anybody, they were a traitor, they were a backstabber, they were a two-face, they were a dirty Moor, they were in complete violation, is why they got put down. Broadcasting nation business. What nation business are we broadcasting? Like, don't get mad at me because I'm answering people's questions that they went to Grand Sheiks and didn't get any answers because they didn't want to help them. Don't get mad at me that we're talking about issues that people are having that certain individuals should be assisting them in solving and are not. Don't get mad. And creating our own books, how are we making creating our own books look bad? You're talking BS. So all 5 of your things that you brought up was BS. Right? All those things you brought up because everything got debunked. You're just out here trolling for no reason. Right? And then you forgot you're a nigga and start using nigga with the A and all that stuff. Oh, so you're not conscious more nothing. You're probably some modern European or something like that behind there. But some modern European. If we bring you on here, you're gonna show your dick and all types of stupid shit. It's you people. That's what you're on. Conscious more nothing. You're a troll. Divisive, talking down to black Moors, block free speech when people disagree with you, worship Noble Drew Ali, can't defend Moors in trouble, don't know how to discharge. 6, don't know how to discharge, liar, because I already put it on the record how the discharge happens from them. You can't discharge shit because it's not your debt if you're indigenous to the land. How are you discharging a debt that's not yours? And all these whoever's that claim that they can discharge and all that stuff, how come they're asking you for finance for shit if they can discharge debts? They should just be giving everything to you for free then, if they can discharge debts. Matter of fact, they should be asking you for all your debt and discharging those. Oh, but they don't go there, do they? Oh, because there ain't no discharge from somebody who's not part of the corpse. Only way you could discharge is if you're the corpse. And you just said that you're free national, you're a Moor and all that stuff. So obviously you're not the corpse, so you can't discharge shit. And all you goof asses falling for the stupid stuff about discharge and losing your finance, you're a dumbass. They're telling you you can do this to discharge debts, but they're charging you for it. And then you take it, and then you can't discharge any debts. Because there's some process that you need to do. You got to go to the courts to go stop the dumb stuff. Right? So there ain't no discharge debts. There's no you ran up a credit card and now you're gonna discharge it. Find me 5 people who did it. And we want to see the files. I know one. Because I got a 14,000 brought down to 6. Right? They discharged 8. They discharged 8 because it's their debt. And then we got the letter to show that they discharged and they updated the credit bureau and all that stuff that it's resolved. These people want to play credit bureau games as if that has something to do with you. You just said you're the free national. What are you worried about credit scores and all this? Five, can't defend Moors in trouble. What do you mean can't defend Moors in trouble? Moors should be defending themselves when they're in trouble. And what is it that Moors were doing to get in trouble? What were Moors doing? Were they doing madness? They're running down the street naked, and then they're talking about, oh yeah, use. Could you tell me about my nationality so I could use this to get out of this indecent exposure charge? Like, what are Moors doing? Were they doing something incompetent and then got their rights violated? You know, if you call the rights violation to you, then that's your dumbass. Because I know Moors who are locked down right now for some stuff that they did. And they're not calling me from jail because they want to find out how to write a writ to the warden so they can get out and all that stuff. They're not calling me on the phone, and I'm taking calls from jail for that. They're calling because they're reading their Quran and they wanted to get straight on certain verses that they read. Or they were reading some other book in there and it was talking about the Moorish and all that. So if these people who are in stuff, they're not even out here in trouble. They're in there, already got in trouble, already in their sentence. They're not getting out of there using some Moorish whatever. They're studying their Quran and all that while you're out here playing around with trust. And want to know how come you're getting in trouble. And again, you could just go through this damn chat right here and ask all these Moors who were in trouble how Kudro defended them or helped them or sent them to the Moor who could help them or whatever it is. 4, worship Noble Drew Ali. Liar. Because just like the other one, lied and tried to pull that BS. We don't worship Noble Drew Ali. I don't worship Noble Drew Ali. No one who I studied from worship Noble Drew Ali. No one who sees me as their teacher worships Noble Drew Ali, because we don't push that. That's a lie. Block free speech when people disagree with you. If I'm right, you shouldn't be disagreeing. If you're disagreeing with me when I'm right, you have issues. You have issues that you need to go deal with on your own time. It's not going to be on my time. That's not blocking free speech. That's protecting my space. Because half the time people are just talking BS for an hour. That I sat there for an hour and let them talk. And after a whole hour, they didn't say jack. They said BS for an hour. So I paid my dues. So I block free speech if you're talking BS. What am I listening to your free speech for if you're talking shit? Why am I listening for? Why I have a right not to listen to BS. Just like you have a right to say BS, well, I have a right not to listen. If you calling that block free speech, then I guess then I'm blocking free speech. Then what are you going to do about it? Still come back to the place where you keep getting blocked free speech, or you're going to go somewhere else? And obviously, if you don't go somewhere else, that means, we got something here for you. You know that this is where it's at. That's why you're still here and not gone yet. Talking down to blacks or Moors, like I said, learn to love instead of hate. You're getting tough love on this side. We don't do that, oh, your brother, and put our arm around you and walk you. We take you to the corner and we fist you up. And since we can't take you to the corner and fist you up because you're going to complain about that, the best we could do is talk down on you. And hopefully you get the tough love that way. And stop playing around with the people who've been putting in work and paying dues when you haven't done anything, haven't supported in any way whatsoever. You might show up to something, pop your face up. But what have you done? Could we check the records and see, oh yeah, he's been paying dues for the past 20 years. Divisive. What's the divisive? What do you mean divisive? That's just a word. Like, what does that mean? Like, because everybody I deal with, it's all love. Everybody I deal with, it's all love. Yeah. It's crazy how people can't spell noble, and they're talking crazy. You don't stand on love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice as Noble Drew Ali taught. Okay, now let's just check. Let's just check. You don't stand on love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. We don't stand on love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. Okay. So the camp that we're running right now is called Key 20 Camp. Right. Key 20 is question 20 in the 101 questionnaire. What's that? So how is it that no one who's affiliated with Canaanland Moors stands on love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, when right now, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., I'm going to be in the gym with some other coaches and some youth for the love, truth, peace, freedom, justice basketball camp? How do we not stand on love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice if the camp is called love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice? How? Explain that to me. And obviously you can't explain it. People think it's, you think you're onto something. But you're not. You're off. You're super off. Super duper off. Oh yeah, and for the what have you done for the Moors? Name something you've done for the Moors. Let's get these questions. Let's show you what we do for the Moors. Let's get these questions. Let's see. And then the Moors could tell you if the questions got asked or not. They're not going to ask these questions to Lamont because they're going to have to pay to get the answer, because it's a consultation if you go to them. If you go to him, it's a consultation. That's why they're over here for free, talking crazy. Because if they go to whoever else, they're going to charge them a consultation fee. That's why they're not going to go over there. They're going to be over here talking crazy. That's why. Oh, now I'm a bloodsucker. But the people who's putting the children in the burgers, they're not the bloodsucker. You got nothing to say to them. Right? Making people eat fetuses and all that stuff, you got nothing to say to them. But you got something to say to Cujo the bloodsucker. Crazy. Super crazy. Islam. In the interest of Moors doing their business in their new name, should a Moor find themselves needing to sign up for some government assistance program like disability or medical assistance, how would they go about doing that? Would they use their appellation or the nom de guerre, use the state-issued SSN or the tax-exempt or non-resident alien number? Is there a procedure for that? So if we're talking about disability and medical assistance and government assistance and all that stuff, obviously that's old business. Obviously, that's old business. That's stuff that you were dealing with before you started saying you're a Moor. So all old business, leave it as it is, and all new business, do it in your free national name. Old business, old name. New business, new name. So if you're getting whatever assistance, disability, medical assistance, now, let's say medical assistance, for example. You found out you're a Moor, and you're walking down the street and get hit by a car, and then they call the ambulance. If they want ID, you're going to give them your free national name. Because this is something that happened to you as a Moor. And then, once you're in the mindset of the Moor, everything that is old business, now you reserve your rights whenever you're dealing with those old business instruments. The old business instruments, but remember that once you say you're a Moor, yeah, there might be some stuff pre you saying that you're a Moor. The key is not getting into the Moorish thing to get out of some stuff from before that you couldn't deal with as Negro black color. Because then you're violating what the Prophet said. Now you're taking your free national name and putting that in old business. Which it shouldn't be like that. That's old business. New business, to keep it simple, all new business, do it in your free national name. Whatever it is that you're doing in your free national name, make sure it's new. Right? Because what you're gonna have is people, because they have their little packages and whatever like that to sell, making this stuff confusing to you. When this is really simple. You're not Negro, black, colored, you're Moors. All right. You're not social, license, passport, you're free national. You're not those things. Even though you have those instruments, you're not those. Those are just some instruments. That's not you. That's not who you are. You're just using that out of necessity. You're not using that out of your own free will. You're using that because you're dealing with criminals. And the only reason you're dealing with criminals is because of what we said in the beginning, that all these people sold you out. So now you're left holding the bag of shit. We suggest put down the bag of shit. Stop trying to mask the bag of shit and acting as if you're doing something. Right. Oh, Jakush, I think you arrived late, but we found out Moorish master mindset is somebody from Canaanland. They were with the temple 2 years ago, and they haven't been to the temple in 2 years. And part of the reason they haven't been in the temple is the stuff they're saying in the chat. Just so you're up to date. So this is not somebody who never been to the temple before. They've been to the temple before. Yeah. You'll never be asked to speak in Chicago. I just came from Chicago. I just came from. No, okay. Let's see. Let's just check. I told you people we got time for you tonight, but you're playing around, so it's okay. You can play. You can play games. We'll play with you. We'll play chat games with you. Why not? Why not? Where's this thing at? Just so we can get it on the record. So we can get it on the record. Because I don't want to be, I don't want to be rude, but a lot of you people are full of shit. You're full of shit. And was just in Chicago at Grand Major Temple with Ken Ubay. Was just there. Was just there at Grand Major Temple, actually in the building of Grand Major Temple, Chicago, with Supreme Grand Sheikh Kenyu Umar Bey. Was there any debating from him? No. Was there any, oh, you shouldn't be doing that? Well, why are you doing that? Well, why don't you discharge debts and what? No. Keep up the good work, Moor. Hopefully we will see you at the convention in October. So if we're at Grand Major Temple, right, Chicago, and people are talking crazy. Well, you're not gonna get to talk in Chicago. Why do I need to talk in Chicago? I know the Supreme Grand Sheikh. Like, what do I need to talk for? What is that? What's that? What that means? I got to talk in Chicago. That means something? Stop it. It's about nationhood. It's about nationhood. Whatever you people think this is about, you're wrong. However you feel about, Kudro's ways and he's not this. If you ride with Supreme Grand Sheikh, then you should have no issue with Kudro. If you ride with Asir the Duke of Tears, then you should have no issue with Kudro. If you ride with Taj Tariq Bey, you should have no issue with Kudro. Oh, well, Taj doesn't whatever, Kudro. Taj doesn't whatever. He doesn't mention Canaanland Moors and all that. And he doesn't mention Iceland either. What's your point? I bet you was on your last behavior when you was in Chicago with the Supreme Grand Sheikh. I bet you was. Please. Where did I disrespect Taj? Tell me. Show me where. Show me where. Let me ask you this question. You think Taj knows that I disrespect him? If you say I disrespect Taj, you think somebody hasn't ran back to him and told him that I disrespected him yet? Interesting. Just making up stuff now. Just making up stuff. Stop making up stuff. Don't make up stuff. There's no need. What does it mean to be active in the Moorish paradigm? The best way to be active is to use Noble Drew Ali as a reference. Moor should be doing what Noble Drew Ali was doing. That's active. That's active. Noble Drew Ali, what did he do? He was standing on the soapbox. He was at the temple in the building. He was traveling to different jurisdictions. He was putting out literature. He had businesses. That's active. That's active. So if you're uplifting fallen humanity, you're active. If you're living by the principles, you're active. If you're assisting other Moors in whatever it is that they're doing, Moor might have a farm and need somebody to come help, and you go help. That's active. If your heirs know that they're not Negro black colored, they're Moors, that's active. Right. If you're doing something small, like hold the door for that lady with her 2 bags behind you, even though you're in a rush, that's active. You held the elevator for that guy that was struggling with the cane, even though he said, go ahead, you're able to hold the elevator. That's active. Have you said, we're bringing a Moor here to speak, and it's going to be on this date at this time at this location. Show up and get this Moorish knowledge. You did something like that? That's active. So the active is vast, because Drew Ali even said there's enough work for everybody to do. So everybody should be active. Everybody should be active in some way. There should be some type of activity. What you shared tonight is not uplifting Moors or assisting Moors in any way. That's a lie, because 3 people sent questions, and 2 questions just got answered. And those Moors who had questions are in the chat and they didn't say that they weren't assisted by the answers. So you're a liar. No, you're just making up stuff. And what the real problem is either yourself, you're probably your problem. And if you're not your problem, then it's probably your mate or something like that. She's mad at you because you didn't do something, or she's mad at you because you didn't take out the trash or something like that, and then now you're on here trying to take it out on us or something. No, go deal with your mate. Go take the garbage out. Right? Go take the garbage out. Everybody wants the Moorish thing to be their salvation, but don't want to do anything for the Moorish thing. They want to do nothing for the Moorish thing. Right. Right. Yeah, be active, Morris. Oh, there goes that. Oh, yeah. My offspring is in school, and I don't want them in anything Black, African, etc. How do I address this? So from Moors who we know that have heirs in quote unquote school system, right? Well, two things. One, they sent a writ. So they sent a writ to the trustee of the school board. They sent a writ to the superintendent of the school board, and they sent a writ to the principal, all saying the same thing, just letting them know, their heir goes to this school, explaining to them what, they've been teaching their children and what they, want their children to be part of and not be part of. And then I think it was maybe like a 15-day response time. Whether they got a response or not, after the 15th day, then they went into the school and spoke with the principal, and then laid out the same things from the writ to the principal. Right? There was situations where principal, yeah, we got it, and we already spoke to whoever, and they said everything's all right. So you would be dealing with whoever the heads of the school board, school district, wherever you're at. You'll be dealing with them first, sending them something in writing, letting them know who your heir is, what school they go to, and the request that you have of them being that, their institution has your child under their jurisdiction for, however long the day is. And then when you go in, you're just saying the same thing as what you said in the writ. And that's probably the Moors are now going into probably grade 7, grade 8. Yeah, grade 7, grade 8 they're going into now. And over the years, they've gotten calls home from the teacher. Yeah, we're gonna be there's a field trip. It's for Black History Month, but we understand that you don't want to. So we don't want them to be the only ones at the school or whatever the case is. So sometimes they sent them home. Sometimes, parents said, no, let him stay in school. He'll just give him something to do. He'll find something to do. Put him in some other class. Because some parents were, they're strict on it. You know what I mean? They don't want they don't want anything. Right? They pretty much don't want anything. Let's see. But it's never any headache or anything like that. It's their heir, so they can request, and it's not a negative request once you're backing up what you're saying. So I think one of the writs, it was for Black History Month, and the parent was writing just to let them know about why they're not in support of Black History Month. Going into Carnegie Woodson and the week and doing all that. And at the principal meeting, principal was impressed. That you don't have to worry about them being involved with anything. I completely understand where you're coming from. And we have other students who are of different faiths and all that stuff that they don't get involved with certain things. So it's not some one-off thing that, the Moors are doing this thing with the school board or something like that. This is a thing across the board with anybody with a nationality and a religion. That they would, if it's against their religion for certain stuff, they're going to bring it up to the principal. Because that's just not part of their culture, and it's not an issue with them. It's not an issue with them. And all these heirs that we're talking about, all of them are getting top grades, top of their class. All of them are getting top grades, top of their class. All of them. Right. These heirs who know about their nationality and birthrights, they're scholars. You know what I mean? They're scholars. They're getting more than I've got in high school, junior high school, like way more than I got. I was in top of their class in the system that's supposed to be the brainwashing. And oh my gosh, they brainwashed them and all this stuff. They got 99 and everything. Oh yeah, and don't forget over here, ask your questions in all caps because you're gonna get lost in the chat. And we're not searching for you just because I saw, who was it, Growley? Because I saw Grow Richley's questions, but make sure your questions are in all caps. You should have been relieved the floor. You're just leaving now. Because if you're not down what's going on over here, then FOH. Go to some Moors over there. Can file claim against superintendent surety bond if they violate. Why would they violate? That's what the notice is for. Why would they violate? Like I said, keep this in mind. Like I said, no one has had any issues writing a writ to them, letting them know the demands that you have of them, since they have the brain of your heir in their brainwash camp. After you send that and the time goes, then going in and dealing with the principal himself, herself, just so that they know they could reach you on the phone, they could reach you by email. You know, it's a cordial visit. It's not, you're not going in there on some rampage, you're just going to talk to the principal. Ain't no big deal. You didn't violate surety bonds and what. You don't need to go all there. All that is irrelevant. Surety bond is for if the school burns down and your child dies. That's what the bond's for. Not for your little nincompoop stuff. They called your son black, so you want to sue the school and all type of stupid shit. Like, stop it. That's not what it's bonded for. It's not bonded because your son got called nigger, so now you want to go surety bond. Stop it. You're making mountains out of molehills for no damn reason. And then you take it out on principal, and then principal takes it out on the students, where everybody talks, and then now the students taking it on your heir, and then your heir sitting in their room depressed and all that stuff because your dumbass went in there trying to play Moorish, whatever like that, and now they're getting bullied every day because they messed it up for everybody, because everybody's getting ragged down on now because you went in there with your unintelligent tone and trying to talk crazy. Don't let these people get you in those places. Like, why are you even thinking about? You're talking about your heirs. You should be thinking about education and trade school. And what do you think about violating? Why is that the first thing? Oh, yeah, if they violate, then we're gonna. Why? How about? Oh, my son's gonna go to the mechanic class. Or my daughter's gonna go to the. Do that. Right? Do that. Right? Don't worry about violating something. Don't be putting that energy out there. You're going to play yourself and get your child violated. Remember, they're not with you for 8 hours. They're in this place, this building, little nooks and crannies and stuff like that. So watch what you're putting, watch the energy you're putting out there. All right. So what if you don't have any of the old instruments birth certificate because the corpse has been altered, the instrument, and want to amend the birth certificate that you've been using? Leave all that birth certificate stuff alone. If you're not going to use it, then don't use it. Use your free national for everything. If you're choosing to not use the other instruments. And then if you're not going to use them, make sure you do a writ of rescission and rescind all of them and send them their stuff back. If that's where you're going to go. But don't start crying. I gave the license back, but now my job says I can't work because they need a license and I don't have a license. I was using my nationality card. But your job is old business, isn't it? So how your free national name get caught up in your business and you throwing away the license and all that stuff when you use the license to get the job? You see how you can mess yourself up? Doing stuff rash, doing stuff without thinking, doing stuff without consultations. That's what a consul is. For you to get a consultation. That's what consul is. These consuls aren't consulting if they're telling you $7,000. Right. Who informed you that if the super entirely violates your rights, they have a surety bond? Who told you that? Who told you that? That's what I want to know. Who's the individual? Tell the fans about your job and why you drive or don't. All right, we're back. We're back. They tried. They tried, whatever that was. So yeah, so tell your fans about your job and why you drive or don't. So don't drive because I have no conveyance. If you want to buy me one, no problem. Buy me a conveyance, I'll drive. Gas expensive as a motherfucker. Transit is right out there. I can get wherever I have to get to. Might take me a little longer, but it ain't. I'ma still get where I'm getting to, wherever that is. And job, everybody knows that I work at a school. Ain't no big deal. What's the big deal? Everybody knows that I coach ball at the school. Big deal? Stop it. Trying to make up stuff. Trying to make it sound some type of way. You don't have to make up stuff. Why would we delete the chat for? We have nothing incriminating in there. You're the one that with the dumbass stuff in there. You're the one looking like the goofy. Go richly. Think about this, right? If they have any type of bond, it's a blanket bond. Because they're not going to be bonding every single individual personally. They're going to have a blanket bond for the entity. Right? And if it's a blanket bond, then you're not going after that individual. You're going after the corpse. show me the claims you filed on the surety. There's the email at the bottom of the screen. Email me all the claims that you filed on the surety. Since Taj teaches about oath of office and surety bonds, just present, just send it to the email. Just take a picture of it with your phone and then email it so we could pull it up on the screen right now. The claims that you filed on the surety bond on whoever violated you. Right. You pay taxes at work? Yeah. No, I don't pay taxes at work. Straw pays taxes at work. But that's the name that's the name that's on the check. So there's going to be taxes taken out. Yeah. Yeah. What's the big deal? Taxes get taken out, so what? Anything else, trolls? Go to a Muslim mosque in your city and say this BS. Why would I go to a Muslim mosque in this city and speak how I'm speaking here? Muslims aren't Moorish. Muslims don't recognize Noble Jew Ali as a prophet. Muslims have their own holy book, Quran with a Q. So why would I go there with this? That doesn't make sense. You don't ask a Muslim to go into the Christian church with their Muslim stuff. How come you don't ask a Buddhist to go into a mosque and do his Buddhist stuff in the mosque? But Moors supposed to go in a Muslim mosque and do more stuff in a Muslim mosque. Stop the dumb stuff. I never said it doesn't mean don't file a claim, grow richly. I'm telling you, show for the record the claims that you filed. If you haven't been violated, you won't have any claims to file. So why are we talking about filing claims? You haven't been violated for 10 years. Why are we talking about violating claims for 10 years? Filing claims for what? You haven't been violated in 10 years. Why is this even a topic of discussion when nobody's getting violated to go attack the surety bond? And if people have been violated and they've been studying from Taj and all that stuff, then let them show the claim that they filed. That's all. It's not a hard request. Where's the... I mean... So we're talking about, you know, again, if we're talking about filing some claim, there has to be a violation. So find the people who have been violated and filed a claim. Present these people's claim that they filed for being violated. If there's no one, then that means nobody's getting violated. That's like the Moors sitting at the register to argue about 5 cents tax. And they're sitting there for an hour for them to get 5 cents tax off a purchase. Doing the surety bond, attacking the surety bond is no different than the guy, the Moor, who says, I'm not paying 3 cents tax. You need to get the manager. And he's out there for an hour to get 3 cents tax off. Okay, let me put it like this, right? When I get violated, then I will know how to file a claim on a surety bond. But I'm not putting it out there, let me get violated so I could know how to do the surety bond. Because surety, knowing that isn't going to change anything going on in my life. I still got to go to the slave tomorrow. I still got to go out here and be mindful of people on their phone while they're in their conveyance. What about them running me over? Because I don't see police, so I don't see judges. So I'm not, there's no violation. So what do I need that info for? Me, myself, personally. Nothing. Serves me no purpose. Knowing how to file a claim on a surety bond. I'm not being violated. Because I don't put that energy out there for me to be violated. That's just me. And I think majority of people, Moors included, would probably not set themselves up to be violated just to be violated because they want to test out some Moorish theory they heard on some live by somebody. Right? And again, grow richly. If you're making claims about surety bonds, why haven't you sent the email yet with your filing from when you were violated? No. What writ would I write to the traffic court to inform the courts that I'm in proper status as a national, Moorish national? Once again, old business, new business. If you're going to traffic court for some type of traffic infraction that they're claiming on you, if you didn't give them a nationality card and gave them a license, you could still fight it as a Moor. That's where you have to understand X relation. That the free national, the Moorish national, is the one writing the writ. The one that's sending the writ in, the one that's showing up at the tribunal, is going to be the one that's in proper status. You have to be in proper status in order to send that stuff to them. So the concept of informing the courts of your status, that happens in the writ that you're sending to them. whatever that writ is. And you can go to Writs of Freedom on rvbaypublications.com, and every writ's there. And find one that suits you. You're not going to be told use that one. Oh, you could also go to the driver's license fraud section, and then there's writs on there. Then you're going to write your writ based on your situation. And you're going to go and present your position. Whatever that position is, it better be in your writ. You better not be in there talking in contempt. That's why you sent the writ to them. That's the evidence. But there's no, you're going to traffic court and you're just walking in there because, oh yeah, well, I was watching YouTube and I saw Moor in court and then he was just talking and then the judge walked out and then you're thinking that means something. And then you didn't check that was 20 years ago. Now, whatever you heard or said on that stuff from 20 years ago, you better put that stuff down and don't you dare try going in there and doing any stuff you've seen on YouTube. Right. That's crazy. People said that they're yielding the floor and they're still in the chat. I thought they were yielding the floor. Oh, this is a good one. I'll put this one up. That was a good one. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Don't forget, rvbaypublications.com. Don't forget, khalifamedia.com. Go get everything that you can. Go get everything you can. Study, study, study. Honors to all the mothers worldwide. Honors to all the Moors. Good try tonight, trolls. Good try. You had your chance, but as usual, you failed miserably. Sofa, your nationality is recliner. Because how your name is Sofa. You're talking about African Americans and niggers, and you're all over the place. Go to rvbaypublications.com and go study for a little bit. Don't be in chats and all that stuff and asking questions in chats, because then you're going to get people like Moorish Master Mindset who they don't even know what's going on, telling you stuff and they can't spell, and then you're trying to research stuff and then it's not coming up and then you're mad and then because they spelled something wrong. Don't do that. Go to rvbaypublications.com. Just go there and start studying. Find a tab that interests you and push that tab and start there. Right. Nomadrally ancestors was from Benin. Damn, y'all are all over the place. He only found out about Moroccans when he went to Egypt. And what's your point? You tell me the prophecies aren't prophesying? The prophecies aren't prophesying? Stop the dumb shit. Who cares? Tell me he lied. Find me where Nomadrally lied that we're not Negro black colored. Tell me, find me where that's a lie. You only found about Morocco and Egypt. Like, who cares? The hell? People making up dumb stuff. That's like the other goofball. Also, how about your job? Tell us about your job. As if, like, what? Do you get taxes off the check? Oh, nah, because I'm Moor. And because I'm a Moor, I don't pay taxes because taxes is a violation of... Stop the dumb shit. Get the hell out of here. Debate, he says. Debate, it says. Debate. How's it a debate? How's it a debate? Can't even spell noble. Debating. Jackush. Hey, Randy. Oh my gosh. Moors. Others thought the Moors. Yeah, they can't be Moors. That's what I was saying, Jackush. They can't be Moors. They have to be Europeans with the Europeans with the damn fake page. The fake page. Conscious Moor 7. There ain't no Moor saying they're conscious. Stop this. Stop it. Kudro, when do you teach? When do I teach what? What do you mean, when do I teach? What does that mean? Don't worry about when do I teach. When do you learn? Which days and times? Just go back to basics. We don't teach anymore. We're active now. Either you study and know, or because ain't no teaching. Teach what? We've been in this damn 13 years. You still playing teaching games? Stop it. Get active. Do something. Do something. The hell? Talking like Moors don't pay taxes on other stuff. You pay taxes on everything else out there. What you mean? You just went to the store and paid taxes. Stop the stupid shit. You just pay taxes. You just went to the grocery store, pay taxes. Stop the dumb stuff. Moorish master mindset. You just took your car to the mechanic and paid taxes. Well, Kudro gets taxes off check. Oh, he's violating. Oh my gosh, he's violating. He doesn't study civics. All right. People are weird. So far, send your phone number to the email at the bottom of the screen. Just send your phone number. I'll call you later. Now sofas. Love and peace to all the wars worldwide. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Oh, yes. Oh, grow richly. Or sorry, I mean Moorish master mindset. Kudrow says no teaching in the temple because we're called Moorish Science Temple. And science means study, not teaching. Science means study. So what do you do if you're not teaching? I just said science means study. Are you dumb? You people are dumb, huh? That's why you get talked to condescending and all that, because you're dumb. Right? You're dumb because you can't be an agent, you can't be a provocateur and a quisling and a traitor and a backstabber and a two-timing. You can't be all those stuff. You can't be all those stuff. Please. Like, at least this channel is Kudrow being active. What are you doing? Moorish Master Mindset? What are you doing? What are you doing? Show us something. Anything. Show us something. Show us something. Just show something that you're doing. If you have nothing to show, I don't know if he's on here. He might be somewhere. Peace and love, Moors. Oh yeah, we'll keep you posted next week if Moorish Master Mindset comes back to the temple or not, because he obviously knows where it is. So we'll see if he shows up to the temple, and if not, we'll let you Moors know after Sunday if he showed up or not. Then that way we'll know who it is. Honors to all the Moors. Islam.